Mostly fall. Where do we mostly fall? Selectively, that's right. Selectively. Let's see how good we are. Here we go. By the way, we're up to my second favorite slide, by the way. Here we go. See where we are? Let's test you. Let's test you. First of all, let's do a group answer. By the way, today's Thursday. We know today's Thursday? Good. So, what day is it? Thursday. Got it. This is blue, by the way. Pretend this is blue. What color is this? Blue. All right. One more question before I give you the main question. This is white, by the way. What color is this? White. What do cows drink? Water. Be honest. Who said milk? Raise your hand. So, what do we learn from that? What do we learn from that? And if most of you are in relationships and you do that, you know already what's happening. You're doing your thing, you hear one word, you got it. Not cool, not good, we have to work on it. That's a full workshop. Very important. Easy exercise, right here. Because we're already thinking what our coworkers may be thinking, what our students may be thinking, what the parents may be thinking. We think we know what they're going to say because we've heard it or something similar to it 1,000 times. So we turn it off. Just turn on certain parts and we think. That causes stress. That causes friction. That causes problems. Do you understand that? Very important. Wow, that's good. All right. And again, this is all slides inside, worked inside your workbook. So on page 24, passive listening, attentive listening, active or empathetic listening. This is what we're supposed to be. The most powerful level of listening, it requires the largest amount of work on the part of the listener. How often do we hear, especially us men hear from women, she or he is a perfect listener? Really? It's important. It's important. Show interest. Eye contact. Do not interrupt. And ask questions with clarity. Go past some of this as we go through. Oh, here's a good. Something you can remember. Look at the other person. Ask questions. Do not interrupt. Do not change the subject. Express emotion with control, which we've been talking about. And respond appropriately. Trust and credibility is important in our day of business. You can follow along on page 28. Now, here's the interactive exercise. Another slide 3. My third best slide, page 29. Criticism that uses, oh my God, get excited. Criticism that uses the term like always or never is too general for the individual to know where to start improving. Can I tell you, and I shouldn't throw this out there, but I will, one of the things that people really, really enjoy when I do these workshops, often, they do not forget this slide. How often have we talked to someone, significant others, students, parents, co-workers, and they use the word always or never? Please remove those from our vocabulary. Not good. It's not always or never. It may be sometimes. It may be often. But as soon as we hear these two words, communication breaks. Always and never. You never take out the garbage. How do you think the garbage gets out? You may have to tell me a few times, or you may have to do it, but don't use the word always or never. You never listen to me. Really? Please, these two words we need to really focus on trying to eliminate. To be constructive, criticism must focus on behavior performance, things that people can change. How many times do I have to, these are real scenarios that we've taken from different colleges. How many times do I have to explain this procedure to you? The other management trainees caught on weeks ago, I'm beginning to wonder if you have the intelligence for the position. These are real scenarios. You're attacking the person. And most of us say, but it's true though. You're attacking the person. You're shutting the person down. They're not going to change that behavior or performance at all. In this example, the employee is told that their basic intelligence is in question. Let's focus on improving areas within one's control. Constructive criticism is key. Constructive, not destructive. How we speak to people is key. It takes us time to think about it. Those of us who are really good at this, because we think before we speak. We think before we speak. How am I going to say it? What is it? It's all called strategic communication. What does that mean? That means we're thinking how the other person is going to be thinking and trying to make sure we either get our message across and have them understanding what they're going to say and do. All right. Now, I'm looking good on my time too. With the next few exercises on page 31, we're going to talk about specific or general. Is this specific or is this general? And let's all yell it out at the same time when I give you the cue. All right? Specific or general? And this is about communication again in the workplace. You completed the task in 23 minutes. The standard is 20. Is that specific or general? Specific. All right, Mohawk. Good job. Good job. All right, let's do the next one. Your indifference is going to hurt the team's performance. Specific or general? No one says specific, all right? First of all, what is indifference? What does that mean? Sir, absolutely. Who cares? Because it's relative. Lee, or Michael, or Peter, stop by my office before you leave today. Specific or general? First of all, someone said general. Why do we say general? First of all, you leave and I leave different times. Okay? So, everything is important. That's vague. This happens every day. It's the same thing with lunch hour. Can we talk about your lunch hour? Okay. What is that? Your lunch hour is different from my lunch hour. Oh my God, I love this one. That! You're doing it a lot better. Keep it up. Wow, okay. I like that. Swift group. Let's see how I get you guys in the workshop. All right. Anyway, some people said often. I'm giving them credit. Doing a good job. On what? What are we doing a good job on? Make sure we're specific in our phrase. During your presentation, you answer questions concisely. You use humor to keep the group involved and finish on time. Good job. All right. Now, I'll see how good you guys are. I'm going to elevate the challenge here. What's harder to do? What's harder to do when you communicate? Specific, right? Giving details. Communicating is hard, folks. Very hard. So let's click this in. Your analysis was superficial. You did not address the issue of team spirit at all. You knew, I believe, the team spirit is very important. That looks really detailed to me. Do you guys think specific or vague? Very vague. Very good. First of all, one of the things that we need to walk and move away from is not defining certain terms that we use and verbiage. Superficial and team. Define team for people you're speaking to. Define superficial for them. You obviously aren't a team player. Apparently you want to credit yourself. Vague. Understanding. Now, That was the handout we're talking about that we just went inside the pamphlets there. One of the things I want to make sure we walk away with today as well is understanding communication is a two-way street. Put more emphasis on face-to-face communication. A lot of us are under time constraints. We need to get the project done now, yesterday in most cases. So emails, text messages are the fastest way. They also are the most dangerous way of communicating. Say that again. Also the most dangerous way of communicating. If you can, keyword, if you can, pick up a telephone, stop by the person's office quickly, if you can. Very important. Support your children. That's right, way to home. Listen to coworkers, respect them, conduct one-on-one meetings, and those of us who are responsible for delivering information, for leading others, or just being on a team, you don't have to be in a leadership capacity for this. It's important to request meetings and have an agenda. A focused agenda with a time specified. Very important. We're moving away slowly from really good communication. And we're starting to see the results of that in our society. Because we're forgetting basics. We're forgetting some key things. We have more and more people from different countries, from different backgrounds. The two-family home, unfortunately, is disintegrating. So, a lot of additional challenges. Let's talk about some takeaways in the last few minutes. On page 36, let's talk about some takeaways. I want 7 strong Mohawk Valley Community College takeaways. What is a takeaway? Is that term? A takeaway is something that we're going to walk out of this doorway and employ immediately in our toolbox. Put it in our toolbox and use it immediately. 7 takeaways. Give me one. We got one. Over here.
Get off in the morning or whatever.
That's right. Some sort of acknowledgement. Hello. Even if using the person's name in some cases. Right? In some cases. Very important. Thank you. That's number 1. Someone over here. That pause is important. Some parents use focus. Pause is important. Somewhere over here, number 3. Yes, sir.
Being genuine and sincere.
Listen, what's your name, sir?
Patrick.
Patrick.
Yes.
If you're not genuine and sincere, let's just rip the pamphlet up and go home. Because we're going to see clearly through everything else. Children see clearly through everything else. Students see clearly through everything else. Co-workers know us. Very good. That's 3. 4 more. Yes, ma'am.
Are you aware of your body language?
Oh. If you know Michael, don't get started until 12 o'clock, you still say good morning to Michael. Understand he's a different person than you are, but that's important. If you know that after 6 cups of coffee, then you kick in, that means in the morning you gotta smile a little bit, you gotta say hello. I'm not ready, but I'm gonna get there. Understand who you are and try to work on those challenges. Very important. That's 4. Yes, sir.
Specificity.
Yes. What do you mean by that? Let's be one. What do you mean by that?
Including detail.
Absolutely.
Not too big.
It's more work, but it's important. Improves performance in most cases, changes behavior in most cases. Very important. What do you want me to change? Let me understand that. Very important. That's 5. Someone over here, jump up, young lady in the back.
Listen to what people listen.
What do you mean? I thought we listened. What do you mean by that?
Pay attention to what they're saying so that you can actually communicate.
Acknowledgement. Ask questions. Reiterate certain things. A lot of the stuff we have, we don't use. We got to dust it off and use it. Very important. Give me one more strong one. Let's find us on one more strong one. Yes, sir.
Common courtesy is important.
Common courtesy. Common courtesy. Common is not common to everyone. I'm going to say that one more time. Common is not common to everyone, unfortunately.